If you're ready to really start reaching your goals, coming to Gambia, it'll help you get there.
An African lifestyle.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe and share. If you're a pal, that's a Pan-African lifestyler.
Ghana is more than a holiday destination. This is a home. You know, growing up where I grew up in London, I was really only taught one paradigm. You go to school, you go to college, either you go to university or your education stops there, but ultimately you get a job, you save up your money, you get a mortgage, and that's happy ever after, and that's all good. I am not knocking that, not for 1 second. There is not an issue with that lifestyle. However, there are alternative ways to live life. The African way, the Ghanaian way. Because right now, I've got the sun shining on me in the middle of November. Vitamin D, yam, cassava, plantain, all grown organically. I'm eating good and I'm feeling good. And I'm not saying you can't attain that in Europe, in America, but I'm attaining it here much easier than I could over there. And this is something that I think everybody should at least explore. I feel personally so disconnected with my roots that I thought it was in my right to come here and discover this. As I get to understand in more detail where I'm from, who my people are, I feel myself walking differently all of a sudden. I feel myself having more pride. I feel myself more connected to the earth because in school, I had a lot of history, but I never learned about African history. I never learned about my own people. And there comes a lot of advantage to knowing who you are and where you come from. I think if we understood in more detail where we came from, who our people are, what the history is, we would not be fighting over postcodes. We would not be fighting, over pennies and pounds. I want to be the first person in my bloodline to build generational wealth. And I just believe in a place like Ghana, in Africa, in developing nations, this dream is more accessible. I am not saying you cannot build generational wealth in the UK, in America, or anywhere else. I'm just saying it's more accessible. As I drive around, on every other street, I see somebody developing something. I'm sat right now on the rooftop of my own property. I'm building a 60-bedroom hostel. I'm sat on the rooftop right now. There is simply no way I could have done this in London. This land, this property would have cost me millions of pounds in the UK. I don't have that sort of money. But when you come to Ghana, you can get more bang for your buck. There is simply no way I could have done that in the UK. I will pass on this hostel to my kids' kids.
I am here in Gambia, Africa. I am on the rooftop right now at my house. For me, one of the benefits of being here in Gambia is that I feel like my children live in a huge country space. I'm really loving and enjoying the freedom that my children have. That's one of the huge benefits, because if you are someone who worries a lot about, your children being confined or, not having a lot of room to just run and play and go wild and, just be free as a young child. That's one of the huge benefits of being here in Gambia. Your children will definitely have that. Going on walks and not the children not having to stay so close by because there's so much traffic and it's just, really fast and stuff like that. The children, when we go out and go for walks, they can run off a little bit. They can run ahead of me and it's completely safe. I can still see them, and they're just free. That's the best way that I can describe it. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of room for the children to just enjoy themselves. And one of the things that I love the most about being here in Gambia is that My children are no longer like watching a lot of TV. They're no longer on YouTube like binging shows and stuff like that. And you know, they're enjoying nature, they're enjoying outdoors. I haven't seen any children on cell phones. Like, I'm talking about the small children, like the toddlers and the elementary school children. Like, you don't see them like glued to a phone or watching YouTube or anything like that. Like, when you see the kids, they're outside playing, they're running around, they're getting exercise, they're enjoying each other. And that's one of the things that I really, really love. Like, that was something that I was really looking forward to, and I was hoping that that would be the reality when we got here, and it definitely was. I'm so happy that my children are just living a more a healthier balance. One of my favorite things about being here in Gambia is enjoying the food. The food is so good. The fresh fruits and vegetables, like the fruits and the vegetables. I mean, I was just so amazed at how delicious the fruits and the vegetables are. And, you know, everything here is organic. I no longer have to look for organic labels or non-GMO labels. Like, all of the food is non-GMO, and all of the food is just, it's local. It's easy to be healthy over here. It's so easy to have a healthy lifestyle. It's so easy to eat clean. I mean, that alone would make living in Gambia be worth it. It's a stress-free lifestyle also. So it's not just easy to eat healthy food and have a healthier lifestyle. It's easier to be stress-free. It's just the environment. It's a stress-free. It's a really laid-back place to live. Really like laid back. Very, very laid back. If you're a person that's looking for somewhere that's peaceful, if you're looking for somewhere that is laid back, if you're looking, like, if you're ready to relax, if you're ready to have time to think and reflect, if you're ready to try to find yourself, right? If you're ready for that, Gambia is a good place to live. If you're ready to really start reaching your goals, coming to Gambia, it'll help you get there. It'll help you get there. I remember when I was in the US, I couldn't focus. I really couldn't focus. It was just too much. It was just too much chaos, right? Too much chaos, too much stress. I just couldn't get it together. And I remember literally like a few weeks after I got here to Gambia, once I rested up and everything, my vision just became so clear. Like, it's so therapeutic here. Like, you can think, like, really, you can sit down and focus and think and get your life together. You can get your life together. Another one of my favorite things about Gambia is actually the sun. I feel like I'm constantly getting that necessary vitamin D. It's so necessary and vital to life. One of the major problems, one of the major issues in the US is vitamin D deficiency, okay? It affects at least 40% of the population, right, in the United States. So the problem is that people do not understand how that is detrimental to overall health. It's a scary place to be. It's a scary place to be. And that becomes even worse. Like, the percentage is even higher when it comes to African Americans. It's 76%. 76% of African Americans are suffering from vitamin D deficiency. That's really scary. That's really scary, okay? So, you know, I do believe that Black people are supposed to be in the sun, right? And not just Black people, but especially Black people. I believe that African Americans are supposed to be in the sun, and I'm not saying that you have to be in Africa to be in the sun, but being in Africa, being in the sun is a huge part of being in Africa. And I really love that, because I feel like, you know, my children are getting that, and myself. And that's one of my favorite things. One of the huge benefits about being here is that you probably will not end up being vitamin D deficient. And the Africa and the Gambia is called the Smiling Coast for a reason. The people are smiling. The people are happy. The people are not depressed for the most part. I love the therapeutic environment I love every time I go out my door, just the environment, the trees, the different trees, the birds, the animals. Like, it's very, very therapeutic living here. And I feel like that enhances my quality of life and my health, my happiness. It makes me very happy. I love being in this therapeutic environment. Like, I can't tell you how easy it is to save money here. I don't know if it's just like your mindset or something. Like, when you move into a healthier environment, it's so easy to save money. So if you have an income stream coming from America and you want to start a business, it's very easy to start business here. If you have a business idea, if you have an idea about something that you want to do and you can get the money for it, you can do it. Like, you can literally make your dreams come true here. Not to sound dramatic, but you can make your dreams come true. It's easy for you to execute it. Of course, you have to have some funds. You have to have some money, all right? You don't need a lot of it, honestly. You really don't need a lot. You need to have good budgeting skills. So if you planning on moving to Gambia and starting a business and stuff like that, work on your budgeting skills before you move. Work on your budgeting skills. Learn how to save. Learn how to manage money. Depending on what your goals are and what you really want out of life, you can achieve it here in Gambia. You really, really can. And it's not that hard to do. Like, you can achieve here within 1 year something that it could take you like almost a lifetime, really. And I'm not even being dramatic, for you to be able to accomplish living in the U.S. Gambia is a good place to live if you are tired of being stressed out. I didn't know that my stress level would decrease like it did as quickly as it did when I got here. Because I was stressed the heck out. Like, in America, the environment and the lifestyle, I had to get away from it. I just had to get away from that. And raising 8 children in America just was way too stressful. So when I got here to Gambia, I feel like stress here, any stress that I have here in Gambia, it's manageable. It's something that's very short-lived. It's something that is maybe like a nuisance, but not an ongoing thing. And honestly, like, ongoing stress, every day, ongoing stress, that's the type of stress that will kill you. Like, that's the type of stress that causes your blood pressure to go up. And I don't have that here. Like, I really honestly just felt like I belong here immediately. Like, I just really felt like I belong here. And I still feel like I belong here. I just feel like I can't describe it. Like, everything I stand for, I'm able to, it's just easy here.
Thanks for tuning into Pan-African Lifestyle. Share your thoughts in the comments section and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Pan-African Lifestyle to be inspired. For awesome PAL merch, check out panafricanlifestyle.com/shop. Keep repping the motherland.
Pan-African lifestyle.